Hi, morning everybody, welcome back to another CYT-Crypto. My name is Stephen Aitchison. I thought I'd just cut that short this morning. I might cut out the intro altogether, but I do like that kind of music at the beginning. But I might cut out the intro, I don't know what I'm going to do there. But good morning to you, hope you had a great weekend, whatever you were doing. And what were we doing this weekend? We were kind of painting the house and downsizing our car. We're downsizing our car. So that's what we're doing at the weekend. So we're getting a new car on Tuesday, which is good. So we're downsizing because we might be moving to the city and a car was too big. So we're downsizing to a much smaller, girlier car than we had before. So that's what we were doing at the weekend. And painting this weekend as well, and I was working as well. So it'd be good to know what you were up to as well. And today we'll be looking at the markets. Just as normal, just see what's happening in the markets, look at Bitcoin price and look at the kind of some of the coins on Binance and across the crypto sphere as well, and look at some of the news headlines if we've got time as well. But we'll just see who's in the house and if we're live or not. We are live, excellent. And just checking everything is okay. Yeah, everything's okay there. Cool. Okay, so I'll just jump over to the chat area. Just now we've got Liam Hunt in this morning. Good morning to you. Thanks for that video, Liam. I was just looking at another video actually that somebody else was using. I think it was Altcoin Buzz. Was it Altcoin Buzz that was using that? Yeah, I was just watching a video on Altcoin Buzz and they were kind of using that chart as well. I think, yeah, they were using the visible chart here as well, which was I thought was quite interesting. Then you posted that video, so I'm going to watch that in full. As well, that's talking about the volume traded at different price points as well. I thought that was really interesting. So thanks very much for that. Adfer Hagen's in the house, Rails is in, Tim Gash is in, good morning to you. JC Stander, Stephen King, Mitch Dieter, Miriam Grace is in, good morning to you. Corey H, Chris Noble, Marcus Jafari, Martin and Sonia. Honest Crypto Journey, you made it. I know a lot of people couldn't actually comment on Friday's video, I think, but obviously the problems have been sorted. Gene, yo, what's up? LTC 2-day summit was brilliant. Morning, everyone. Oh, did you go to that, Gene? Be interesting to hear your thoughts on that. Obviously, it was brilliant, but why was it brilliant? Stu Johnson, Honest Crypto Journey. Took my kids swimming and ice skating this weekend. Nice and relaxing, indeed. Excellent. Best time is spending time with the family. KBC, no, I didn't look at KBC, Stu. We can have a look at that a bit later on. But what we'll do is, first of all, hit the likes, crush those likes down at the bottom. So if you could crush the likes, and that obviously it helps the channel. I don't know where the channel is. I think we're still hovering around 3,000 subscribers just now. Ty Danella, who's given up on crypto? Howdy, Sir Stephen. It's funny, I've learned my last family name is good to hear pronounced the proper. I've learned my last family name is good to hear pronounced the proper way. I don't quite get that, Ty. Am I pronouncing it the right way? Gene is saying LTC on to Gemini, 13th of October. Excellent. Stephen SS has just joined us as well. Okay, so we'll look at the markets overall. And just going to CoinMarketCap as usual. I think there's better sites than CoinMarketCap, but I think I'm used to using CoinMarketCap and using it, looking at it quickly. So market capitalization overall is 202 billion at the moment. Bitcoin dominance down slightly to 55.5%. And Bitcoin price is down slightly. It's kind of trading sideways at the moment. 6,489. I don't think that's the right price. 6,467 according to the charts there. But different prices, it's different exchanges. So it's just a collection. It's just an average. So who are the winners and losers over the last 24 hours? Aurora Coin, as from the IDEX, Aurora Coin is up 74% over the last 24 hours. Now it did take a big dive. We'll just take a quick look at Aurora, and that's in at number 50 just now because of that jump. It's kind of went up in ranking, ranked at market capitalization 130 million. But you can see it did take a big dive. That was back in mid-August. It took a dive down and it's kind of since come back up to almost previous levels where it was before. It's sitting at about 581 Satoshi just now. and it was 746, so it's coming back up to meet that drop. And I don't know why it dropped before, to be honest, but that is Aurora Coin. Power Ledger is up 13%, Walton Chain, Funfair, Nexus, Ardor, Lisk, OneChain, Arc, all coming up for double digits as well. Who's the losers? Mixin, Dropil, Archain, Gas, Theta Token, Kryptonex, Bitcoin Diamond is down. Metaverse, Cash, Loopring as well down. So there's about 20%, 25% in the red and 75% in the green. We'll look at the next 100. That's from 101 to 200. And who's the winners and losers? Namecoin up 86%. Salus is up 51%. Token Pay up 46%. Smart Cash, Odyssey, Neblio, Storm, Skycoin, Odin, Ender Network all in double digits as well. Who's the biggest loser? Bitcoin Interest. Syndicator, that's kind of gone down 15% because of the huge run up it had. Centrality, Credits, One Root Network, Tata 2 is down, Arc Block. So there's about 20% in the next 100 that are down in the red and 80% in the green. So overall for the weekend, it's not that bad. The weekends traditionally when the markets kind of go down slightly, but that's kind of changed over the last couple of months, to be honest. So that's that just now. I'll just go back to the chat. Irish and Sketchy, sorry I'm late, was caught up crying in the markets. Hope everyone's well. Yeah, I know what you mean, just kind of looking at the markets. It's kind of, the markets just now are just like, you kind of look at them, it just goes same old, same old. It's just kind of going along. Not big huge jumps or big huge drops or anything like that. There's nothing to get excited about just now. There's nothing major to get excited about just now. We're just kind of waiting on Bitcoin to see kind of what that does. Ty Donnelly, when you say it, right, I see what you mean. I'm with you. John Law's in the house as well. Good morning to you, John. David Schwartz, hello. Just watched the VPR video. Quite interesting. It is quite interesting. We'll have a wee look at that and see if we can see anything, because that might relate kind of well to what I'm going to be talking about, the ascending triangle in Bitcoin on the daily chart. Ty Donnelly, I've never heard it said from one such as yourself, said the proper way. I've always said I differently, Donnelly. Ah, right, I'm with you. Just different pronunciations. So I hope I'm getting it right. I hope I'm getting it right. Okay, we'll look at the Bitcoin price, and we've got a kind of an ascending triangle. I love the ascending triangles. Just I don't know why. Just I love them. It's a kind of positive indication that things are kind of happening. But obviously, you can break down from an ascending triangle as well. Break below it. So Bitcoin on the daily chart. This is. I don't usually look at the daily charts. Usually look at the kind of 4 hours. But on the daily chart, Bitcoin is round about 6,530. Has kind of hit that kind of spot a couple of times now on the daily, and we want to break through that for any momentum to kind of gather there. And round about 6,300, 400, if we break down below that, then we might be going down for a kind of lower price for Bitcoin. I'm still of the opinion, and it's just an opinion, put your big boy pants on, big girl pants on, do your own research and all that, of the opinion, I think it's going to shoot past 6,800. Hopefully it does. But we'll just take a look at this indicator that we were just talking about there. So Liam just shared this just now. It's not there. It's not there for me. I think you type in visible or something. Yeah, it's not actually coming up for me, which is a shame. That's a shame. Well, basically what they're saying is, if we go back and look at, this is it, VPVR, but I think you have to type in visible or something. I'm just going to check that just now. That one wee second. Just going to see if we can actually get this up. Yeah, visible range. Yeah, it's not coming up for me. Visible range, indicators. Let's type in, oh, there it is, visible range. There we go. So this is what we're talking about here, and this is a couple of videos on this as well. I noticed altcoin Buzz using this, but we'll change the settings in the visible range. And we'll go to 200. Right, so here's the visible range, and what this is telling us very quickly, and I've just looked at this myself, so it's very interesting from this point of view. So visible range kind of tells us the volumes, previously at kind of certain price points, and where we can expect kind of volumes to kind of go lower or kind of go higher. So at this range, this is where the kind of peak is just now, about 6,500. Just now, any higher than that, we're kind of going lower, but I need to change the settings on this as well. But basically, it's just saying this is a typical kind of volume range for a certain price for Bitcoin. So it's quite a good, I'm not saying it's a good indicator, I've just learned about it over the last 15 minutes, but it could be another good one to add to your charting as well if you want to look at that. And it's the VPVR. And as I said, I've literally just learned about it. I've seen altcoin Buzz kind of use it, wondered what it was. Then we got the video from Liam, which was quite cool, explaining exactly what it was. So we'll look at that over the kind of coming days and weeks as well, see if it's going to be a good indicator for us as well. But this could be good as well. But we're coming out this ascending triangle, hopefully going to break through that 6,525 level up to around about 6,600, on up to 6,800. Hopefully get a short squeeze up from there to get past 7,000, and then take it from there, and hopefully we're going a bit bullish from here with Bitcoin as well. Other kind of charts we can look at, this is on Binance. We've seen some big jumps over the last couple of days on Binance, Vibe in particular. A previous one we've recommended in the premium channel. That kind of jumped from 515. This is on a daily. If we look on the 4 hourly, you can see it would have crossed over around about 450, and we could have got maybe 300–400% on that if we got in at 450. I didn't get in on it, but there was a crossover there, and that's a clear indication. That's what we use, the 725 EMA crossover. So if we got in there, that could have been good for us. And it's still rising just now. It came down a wee bit, and then it's going back up again. So Vibe is doing excellent, and that's jumped up from that price. How much has it jumped up? 275%. TNT has kind of shot up as well. And ARN is just kind of shooting up just now. What's going up at the moment? 1 hour. Just look on the 1 hour chart. Again, looking at these crossovers, this is where we're going to get the indicators to get in on a particular project. ETHLend has gone up as well. That's kind of gone up on the crossover by about 58%. Sky just shot up over the last couple of hours, gone up 20% over the last couple of hours as well on the crossover. That's on a 1 hour crossover. DLT has been a slow and steady rise as well. So we're looking at the highest gainers on Binance at the moment. Now, what the other ones are hot, we kind of recommended, I recommended hot last week. It's down to 16 at the moment, a good price to get in, 16–17 range. PundyX still, it's like watching paint dry just now. With PundyX and hot, it's just kind of staying around about the same. Dent, I thought might be a good one to kind of go back on. If we look at the 4 hour chart, that gives us more of an indication. So it has come down from its high, Dent, from 43, and it's starting to kind of come back up around about 34–35 level. That could be a good one. Same with Coin as well. We'll kind of look on Bittrex just now as well. Have a wee look on Bittrex, see what's happening there. CRW has just shot up. That's Crown token just now. That's literally just shot up within the last hour. It's kind of gone up 180% at its peak. So I don't know what happened with Crown, but obviously there's been some news of something. Internet of People has gone up over the last couple of hours as well. Was seen crossed over at 4,068, went up 80% from there as well. So what I'm starting to do is I've been kind of focusing on the kind of hidden gems just now. I know we're in a bear market just now. Somebody commented we're in a bear market and you're looking for hidden gems. This is where you find the hidden gems in a bear market, because everything is down. So we're looking for these hidden gems, like Aurora Coin could be a good example of that. And the hidden gems we can find on the smaller exchanges, but we can also find them on Binance and kind of Bittrex as well, and KuCoin, the likes of KuCoin. I'm talking about the likes of IDEX and places like that that could be good for finding hidden gems as well. So I've been doing that, focusing on that, see if we can bring more value to the premium group as well just now in this bear market, rather than just kind of looking at the 4-hour charts and just saying, okay, this could spike up. So that's what I've been doing kind of recently, looking, but it takes a lot of research because a lot of the coins are scams. It doesn't matter. IDEX, I went onto their Discord channel and they say they kind of vet every single project out there, but there's still a lot of kind of scam coins out there as well. So we just have to be really, really careful. That's why it's important to do the research when we're doing the research for these kind of hidden gems as well. So there's a couple I mentioned last week, but I'll wait until I do more research on that and bring them to you as well in the premium channel. David Schwartz, we'll just watch the VP. Alright, okay, we've just done that. DLT, what happened to DLT? Binance 2. I'll go to DLT. Yeah, it's just gone up over the last couple of hours as well. 528 up to 863, 75% over the last 12 hours or so. No, that's not the last 12 hours. That's on a 4-hour chart. That's over the last couple of days. Yeah, so it's gone up nice and steady, DLT. Agrello's just gone up nice and steady, which is a good sign, like DLT. And you can see on the 7-day chart, it's kind of bouncing off the 7-day, not the 7-day one, the 7 EMA. It's hitting that and bouncing back up and going up, and it's followed that pattern all the way up, apart from this little dip here. That's when Bitcoin went down as well. Ty, BTC ever spikes and starts to moon. Should I sell my alts and buy back at least a few months later? Sorry, I was raised in a bear market. Yeah, it's difficult in this bear market to know what to do. Obviously, from January, we've been, well, from April probably, we've been in this kind of bear market. So if it spikes, it just depends, because you can get a scenario, I spoke about this before, you can get a scenario where BTC spikes and the alts start to spike as well. So usually what happens, if Bitcoin price moves up too quickly, i.e. goes up $1,000 or $1,500 or something like that, we've not had that for a while, but if it does that over a couple of days or something like that, that's when the alts start to sell off and people are getting into Bitcoin because they're more positive about the Bitcoin price going even higher. But usually if it spikes up like that, it kind of comes back down or kind of stabilizes and the alts start to go back up after that. But you can get a scenario where Bitcoin price goes up and the altcoin price goes up. This is why we need the institutional investors to come in as well, and that's coming soon. That's coming very, very soon for the institutional investors. I know we keep saying that, but it is coming soon for the institutional investors. So it just depends on the altcoins that you've got, and if you're trading altcoins. If you've got a long-term hold that altcoin, is going to come up. If Bitcoin price goes up, eventually it'll start stabilizing. People will start to move out slightly of Bitcoin, not to crash the price, but just to move out and kind of buy the altcoins again, and the altcoins will kind of soon follow after that. That's my advice, but obviously do your own research with that as well, Ty. John Law, Steve, do you think BABB getting a Lithuanian banking license will increase the price substantially, or will it have to wait for a UK license? My sense is that a Lithuanian license will be first. Exactly the same thoughts as yourself. I think the Lithuanian license is going to be first, but it will give more credence for getting a UK banking license as well. Do I think it'll go up? Yes, I do think it'll go up substantially. I don't know. We could see it doubling, I don't know if that'd be substantial in these types of markets, 100% going up. I don't know. But if we get that, I say we as if I'm part of the BABB team, but I kind of feel we are, because we've been on this journey with BABB for such a long time. But where are BABB just now? I'll just have a look. So BABB are sitting at 8 Satoshi just now, 247 Gui. Obviously it's kind of way off where it has been. It's been as high as 31 Satoshi before. That's when the Bitcoin price was way up as well. So the dollar value would be much higher as well. And we've got to remember that Bitcoin price shoots up and kind of BABB stays at around about the same price. Obviously the dollar value of BABB will go up as well. But Lithuanian license I definitely think is coming first. And to be honest, I think it's coming soon. And I think we're going to get more investors in BABB as well, outside investment into BABB as well, which is going to be a good thing. And then the UK banking license. I think if they get the Lithuanian license, I think it's not going to be easier for them to get the UK license. I just think it's going to give it more credence for the UK banking license. But yeah, I can certainly see this doubling or tripling if we get the Lithuanian license. A lot of people are just waiting on that. So what's happened just now, a lot of people have got out of BABB, obviously to sell because of the market conditions. Totally understand that. So a lot of people are just waiting to see what happens, and then there'll be a spike, and then it'll kind of stabilize, it'll come back down a wee bit, then it'll stabilize hopefully around about 12, 15, 20 Satoshi, and then go up, and just they'll be waiting on the banking license from the UK, and then it'll just be coming out with the actual product itself, be coming out with the app, the card, everything else they've got with the banking industry as well. But I don't think they're focusing on that too much. But that, yeah, it will kind of increase this price, I believe, because a lot of people are just waiting on it. And I think they'll try and get in quick, and there'll be a kind of FOMO about BABB when it does come. Patrick Fremon and Steve accumulating ETC each month. Would love to hear your thoughts. Exactly what I've been doing as well. So I kind of mentioned this last week that I'm going in to Ethereum Classic. And just accumulating, I'm just dollar cost averaging. And I'll try and do that every month. It's gone down just now. There was a big kind of drop. It wasn't a huge drop. 4% or something. And this is on the hourly chart. But there was a drop, and it's going to be like that. But I still think Ethereum Classic dollar cost averaging could be a really good long-term bet for Ethereum Classic. We'll just look at ETC just now. So we've got a market cap of 1.1 billion. Just now it has been as high as nearly 4 billion, well, past 4 billion, 4.5 billion. So 3.5 times from here. And it has been as high as $45. But we don't look at the dollar value, we want to look at the kind of BTC price instead. So 316,000 Satoshi. It's now 100, what is it? It's 171,000 Satoshi. So kind of double from here. But I think Ethereum Classic could be a really good long-term one. And I'm dollar cost averaging in on that until I see anything different, until I kind of see any news or anything about the team. Anything different, I think it could be really good long term. Alex Jug is in the house. Dazza Booth is in. Mervyn Skidmore is in as well. Pundy X. Nothing happening with Pundy X just now. They've got kind of bits of news coming out and stuff like that as well. NPXS. But nothing major price-wise for Pundy. So it's hovering between 22 and 23 Satoshi just now. And we'll just have a look at the order books at the moment. Binance, Ethereum. And we'll go on to prices low, Pundy X. Yeah, 22, 23 is the order books. So for 428 million to buy at 22 Satoshi. 554 million to sell at 23 Satoshi. So nothing much, as you can see on the charts itself, it's just trading kind of sideways at the moment between 22 23. So nothing much is happening at the moment. Will it go up in the future? Yeah, I definitely believe it will. I just think it's a matter of time before that's going to go up. The only concern I've got with PundiX, as I've said, is the kind of valuation it's got at the moment. But even that's kind of come down obviously as well. $154 million. So it's not that high. It has been as high as nearly 1 billion. Yeah. It's not giving us a market cap there. But it has been as high. I'm sure it was 800 million or something like that for PundiX. But yeah, I definitely think that's going to go up long term, but it's just that waiting game. And James, Oklahoma, who's one of our Brown admins, he'd kind of posted something as well about having patience in this type of market. We're kind of too eager to trade, and me as well, I get too eager to trade and I kind of jump in when I shouldn't jump in. BitMEX, prime example. And I'm just too eager to trade and kind of looking at the tokens and just saying, okay, I see it on Binance, some of them shooting up 100%. I'm going, shit, I should have gotten that, I should have got something else and got into that. But it's having patience. It's having patience in this and just having the patience and thinking, okay, is BABB going to move? Is BABB team doing what they're going to be doing, for example, because I'm holding a lot of BABB just now, the BAX token. And I think, yeah, long term, so I've just got patience with them. So what I've done with the likes of those kind of projects, I've just put them to the side in my mind and just said it's going to go up. It will go up when it's going to go up, when they're ready to get this banking license, and when they get the banking licenses, that's when it'll go up, and then they'll need to kind of start onboarding people. That's going to be the next difficult phase for BABB. So it's going to be a waiting game. It's going to be 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years, and a lot of these projects are going to come to fruition. But it's hard to see that far in the future and thinking, shit, do I have to hold for 3 years for something to happen? Well, kind of, yeah. If somebody said to you, listen, if you hold this token for 5 years and you put $10,000 into it, but in 5 years time you're going to be coming out with $1 million, would you hold it? Would you just kind of put it to the side, forget about it and hold it? The difficulty is knowing that it is going to go up, because we don't know if it's going to go up. We don't know if crypto space is going to be here, and this is what causes the angst in traders as well. This is what causes the angst in people hodling, because we don't know what's going to be happening in the space, and we get that fear in us as well that this could all crash and we've just kind of lost all that money if we put $10,000 in or whatever. So it's about believing that this is going to work for the future as well, and I definitely do believe, and that's what I spoke about last week as well. It's just about believing in your ability to make money as well, and your ability in the cryptocurrency space. Cryptodon Wan is in the house. Good morning to you. Donny Don Matthew, morning Steve. Wouldn't this bear market be a great time to pick up Masternodes, like the ones coming up of Daddy, BABB, or even older ones like Smart Cash and Social Send, which are available cheap? Yes, I like Masternodes, but it's got to be a Masternode that is... I was looking at one over the weekend actually. It was Gincoin. I was looking at Gincoin and I was so tempted to get one for Gincoin. I don't know what Gincoin's doing just now. And somebody told me on this channel about Gincoin. I can't remember who it was, but I was sorely tempted to get one at $2.94. It's now gone up to $3.18. So a Masternode is going to cost you $3,180. You need 1,000 tokens for a Masternode for Gincoin. But when this was first mentioned, I kind of looked at the circulating supply and then the total supply. I'm going, holy shit, this is only 3 million circulating in total supply. But there's a max supply as well. I think there's a max supply of 10 million, but still not that bad at all. So Gincoin's got the Masternode as well, and I really kind of looked at that over the weekend and thought, oh, should I get this? Should I not? Should I sell off one of the other tokens for a Masternode in Gincoin? Because I think 2-3 years time, this could be a really good long-term one as well, and that's one of the ones I've been looking at kind of over the weekend. And this is on Cryptopia and CryptoBridge, but Cryptopia is where you would get it. So I wasn't going to mention any of the ones I've kind of been researching, but Gincoin is one of them I'm definitely looking at. Not purely for the Masternode, but for the Masternode and the community. I've got a good community as well. So yeah, I would be looking at tokens like that, if we think of kind of likes of Dash in the Masternode, if you had a Masternode in Dash, how much that would have been worth now. Mervyn Skidmore, pump the likes, everybody. Thank you very much for that, Mervyn. Tied in early. SKCH has 12 million market cap. Will good low market caps be the next market move? Yeah, I think so. I'm looking at market capitalizations of under $1 million or under a couple of million just now. So SKCH, haven't seen that one. I think we'll just skip the news and just chat. Is it SKC? Skin coin? No, that's something different. So Ty, was it SKCH you were looking at? I don't know SKCH, if it is, it's on CoinMarketCap, or am I looking at something different? Mervyn Skidmore, said pump the likes. Honest Crypto Journal, apparently BABB have been back in Lithuania to further progress the banking license. It would be nice to have a major update from BABB. BABB had been in a slump for a while. It has been in a slump for a while, and they are going over to Lithuania. I think it's this week they're actually going over, and to meet with them to further the banking license application. I think it's talks about the application as well, so I don't think they're going to get the banking license, but yeah, it'd be good if they had some news as well. Where is it looking like on, we kind of know where it is on KuCoin. It's between 8 and 9, just want to see the order books for BACS just now. And I know that's mostly traded in Ethereum, but I like to kind of look at the Bitcoin price. Not much volume in the Bitcoin pairing. So 8 Satoshi and 9 Satoshi, so it's a lot healthier than it was, because we were down at 6 Satoshi at one point, which doesn't seem that much, but you're talking 30-40% of a difference. So there's not much resistance after this kind of 9 Satoshi level, but obviously once all this kind of sells off, and it did move up, obviously there would be more resistance coming in with people selling at that price. But yeah, you could have picked these up for around 7 Satoshi or even 6 if you were lucky last week. So it just shows you the difference a couple of days makes. Christopher A, hello everyone, just popped in to press the like button and see what today's subject is. Need to go, unfortunately. Have a good day, Stephen. You as well, Christopher, thanks for hitting the like button. If you could do the same, everybody, crush those likes, that would be fantastic. Mark Scott, hi, made it at last, but only for a short time. Good to see you, Mark. Honest Crypto Journey, I still think it's strange. Kin always has good volume, some days highest volume of other coins and Banker, but its price just keeps falling. I honestly don't know what's happening with Kin. I just can't see why the price is dropping so much. There's no bad news, there's no FUD, there's nothing kind of there. It's moved up a wee bit because it was at 54 at one point, which would have been a good price to get in at. In fact, it's probably lower than that. 65, where was it? 60, I thought I'd seen it 54 at some point last week. I'm sure I did. But it's starting to move up a wee bit. But look at the market capitalization, down to 50 million just now. So this could be a really good one for the long term, or dollar cost averaging in on Kin as well. Mervyn Skidmore, I think it's tethered to Pundy. Yeah. Mervyn Skidmore, how did your ADA short pan out? Steve, I didn't do a short on Cardano. I didn't do a short, I kind of went long on it and I got liquidated. That was a couple of weeks ago, so I'm not going to do the BitMEX kind of more. Somebody had mentioned it as it's totally right as well. I was successful in trading before I kind of started trying leveraging, and when I started leveraging, that's when it kind of all went Pete Tong, to be honest. So I'm not going to trade on kind of BitMEX, just purely because of the big spikes up and down. But I was trading with kind of Bitcoin, so I still think, and I've not got that kind of much money as well, to be honest. I've not got a kind of wallet for kind of trading now as well, so I'm just being very, very careful with what I'm trading in. So I'm not actively day trading as such at the moment, but there's loads of opportunities, and when I see opportunities I might sell kind of a couple of tokens to actually start trading again I just want to see a really good one to get in on. Hot would have been a good one kind of a couple of weeks ago. That'd have been excellent, but I didn't kind of pull the trigger. Patience and discipline is a key in the crypto world, and not only. Yeah, just in real life as well. That's from Be Inspired. It is about patience and discipline, and it's having that. But the thing is, with patience and discipline, we all get so excited about the kind of markets when we kind of go on in the mornings and we kind of look at the markets, see what's been happening. Part of the excitement of being in the crypto world is that it's so volatile and it can kind of go up and down, obviously, as much. That's part of the excitement. But when we're in tokens and we're just hodling and nothing much is happening, we kind of move away and just stop thinking about the market. And I think that's kind of what's happening just now with a lot of people. They're starting to lose a wee bit of interest in the crypto world just now because nothing much is really happening. And for the last few months, it's all been down, 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 and negative kind of news and stuff like that as well. But that will change. There will be a bit more positivity coming into the markets. Hopefully, I don't know if it's going to be soon, or next month, or the month after, or 2019. We just don't know, but that will come as well. That will come back. Andreas is in the house. Good morning to you. King Ebo Crypto. Morning, Steve. Glad to get to check back in. Been a very busy time for me. Glad to see you're still live daily. Yeah, I'm still doing the live daily shows. I am still doing the live daily shows. And I hope it's helping. Not helping some people, but I hope it's kind of keeping people positive. I think that's what it's about just now, keeping people positive in the crypto world just now, because there's just too much negativity in the crypto world at the moment. Donny Don Matthew, a general info for all who are using Ledger Nano. The DGB account in it has been inactive since 5th of September, so hold on to sending DGB to your Nano because it wouldn't arrive until they get the wallet active. Thanks very much for that, Donny. I appreciate that. Steve, if you're looking at Masternodes, check out QYNO. Around 200k, 24-hour volume, but the returns are crazy big. QYNO. Never heard of that at all. QYNO. So the thing with Masternodes is it's not just looking at Masternodes, it's again taking precautions and looking at the use case scenario of the actual token, looking at the team, looking at everything else as well. So you do exact same due diligence, and then if they've got a Masternode, you go, oh shit, that's a bonus. So that we still have to look at what they're doing, are they just purely using it as a Masternode? As well, passive income with 2,068% return, annual return on investment. That's good if it is going to go up in value. So where are QYNO? It's not gone down that much. So it was at 37 cents. Its peak was at 49 cents, 50 cents. So it's not gone down that much, but that's just came on the markets. Well, it just came on CoinMarketCap. And where's it traded at the moment? Crypto Bridge as well, 169,000, which is good. Craig's 24, but not that much volume, so it would be Crypto Bridge it was on, and that's QNO. So yeah, you have to look at the use case scenario. So it goes development of tools and products that can allow everyone access to faster, safer, anonymous and near zero cost financial products and services. So we'd have to look at the use case scenario for that as well. So it's proof of work and a masternode as well. Algorithm is NeoScript. Max coin supply 100 million. So it's saying 3.5 million circulating, total supply is 6.9, and it's 100 million max supply. Masternode collateral 20,000. So in order to own and operate a Masternode, 20,000 is needed. So 20,000 into 16 cents, we're talking about, divide that by 5, about 4,000, just under $4,000 for a Masternode. So that may be a good one to look at as well. So thanks very much for that. Really appreciate that. So have a wee look at that, Donny. Cryptodon 1 mainframe looks good for a buy. Just look at NFT just now. It's going down just now. This is on a 1 hour chart. It's gone kind of crossed down below. So it's at 131, 121 at the moment. So it's had a relatively long run up from 83 up to about 146. We'll just look on the daily and put that into perspective. So mainframe needs to kind of hit through that 140 level before it's going to go higher. It's kind of hovering, it's ranging just now between that 83 and 141 just now. So it needs to go through that kind of 140 level. The house always wins, but mixed trading scares me. It does, it is quite scary when you kind of look at it. But yeah, it still can be good. It's just that obviously I kind of 25x'd leverage with the Bitcoin price, and I kind of got kind of liquidated. And I was doing well at first, so I was kind of being precautious, and I got from 1 Bitcoin to 2 Bitcoin, and then I kind of lost it all. But that was just being greedy. That was just stupidity on my part, to be honest. So I should have went and just 10x leverage. I think that's a good leverage kind of point for a 10x or a 5x even. So if you're going with 1 Bitcoin and you're 5x it, you're really trading with 5 Bitcoin, which seems it's not that bad. And the liquidation price is much, much lower. So it could have still been in if I'd kind of 5x leverage it. Matt the Carpenter, good morning. Oh, have the daily calls stopped being called? They've not stopped being called. It's just in this market just now. It's just really volatile just now. But I'm still going to make the calls as well. And this is in the premium channel that Matt's looking at. But I'm also kind of focusing attention on kind of hidden gems, so to speak, something like Videx. But I don't know if a lot of people have got money for that. So the calls will still be being made, Matt. It's just in a kind of really volatile market just now, and obviously kind of with the bear market just now, we just don't know what's going to happen with Bitcoin. But I should be making more calls, so that will be coming this week as well. I'll just make the calls, but I'm going to make it on the 4-hour chart instead of the 1 hour. I've been doing it on the 1 hour chart before, and if we looked at on the 1 hour chart, we'd be trading kind of all the time. We'd be trading most coins on Binance, especially in this market where they also start to go up a wee bit. So we'll do it on the 4-hour chart, I think, but even a lot of tokens have kind of gone higher on the 4-hour chart as well. So no, it's not stopped, Matt, and just be more coming soon. I'm just trying to figure out what's the best for the premium members, what I can do more to give them more value, especially in this type of market as well. And it's difficult to kind of give you more value other than just kind of making the calls. But obviously I'm going to have to really kind of start making the calls again, and instead of kind of researching other ways to give you more value, I'll keep on making those calls for you. But we'll do it on the 4 hour just to be precautious. Bernard Ronald is in the house. Welcome to you. Pete Harding, thinking of topping up on BABB. These prices are so cheap. I think so. These prices for BABB as well, I think they are cheap. Ty Donnelly, damn battery always dying. Steve's been here for a long time. Crush the likes. Thanks very much. Is it because I'm on too long? Is that why your battery's down? Accepted on one. XApp is a great master node of the gym platform. And the gym platform as well, kind of noticed as well that they're doing shared master nodes as well. So looking forward to seeing what they're doing with that. So Apollon, that's kind of shot up as well. 138 Satoshi, it's up to 333 Satoshi just now. Apollon, what markets is it on? CryptoBridge as well. So CryptoBridge might be a good one to look at as well. There's a couple of tokens on there. Cheap right now also. Gareth Passage is in the house. Good morning to you, Gareth. Ty, Elon Musk stock dropped when he took a hit of legal marijuana and shot right back up after 16% drop, up to 25% plus for Tesla. Was way oversold. LOL, hold as gold is what I say. Yeah. Oh, look at the sell-off after a known listing. King Evil Crypto, I will start making calls again in the future, just waiting for a stronger market for more reliable calls. Excellent. Ty Donnelly, when he did the interview with Joe Rogan and Elon Musk, podcast ban. Yeah, I've seen that with Elon Musk and the kind of marijuana thing as well. Longer videos, like I've always said. Let's take a vote, Sir Steve. Sir Steve. Yeah, I don't know if longer videos, these hour-long videos, are kind of useful for you, or it's too long. Maybe it's too long. So if you're kind of watching this on a replay, or you're kind of watching this just now, is an hour too long in the morning? Would you prefer it half an hour or kind of 45 minutes? I like to chat as well. I like the chat. That's why it kind of goes on so long. I've not even looked at the news. So what I'll do is I'll post all the news that I've kind of gathered to talk about today. I'll post all that in the video underneath this to give you kind of the news I was looking at. I don't know if longer videos is good. I've always done the kind of nearly kind of 1 hour long videos, but I know a lot of people are really busy. So I don't know if these are any good to you or not, but it's good to chat and see what you're kind of trading, see what you're doing, and get your thoughts on the kind of premium channel as well, just to see how I could make that better for you as well. Obviously in this market, there's a few people leaving the premium channel. That's totally understandable, but every single person that's left the premium channel just say, listen, you've got a great group, it's a brilliant group. It's just in this kind of market just now that they're kind of getting out of the premium channel. So there's only a couple of people left. There's not that many people left, but I do need to start making the calls. But I am researching ways to make it more better for you in this type of market as well, because I know we can't all trade in this market. So what's going to make it better for you as well? Marcus Jafari, 1 hour is perfect for me. Good. An hour is great. Keep it up, please. David Schwartz, good. Longer videos are great. It's Crypto Don Juan, good. Because I notice a lot of the other YouTubers are doing kind of 17 minutes, not 17 minutes, 15 to about 20 minutes. That seems to be the ideal length. I wondered why, if this crypto channel wasn't growing, because the videos are just too long and nobody wants to sit for an hour and kind of watch the videos. So I did think about just making a short kind of video in the morning, the live in the morning, and just looking at news quickly and the kind of Bitcoin charts. But I do like the chat, so I'm just going to keep it like this as well. But obviously it's your channel as well, so if you want to make it half an hour, 45 minutes, an hour, that's cool. But I do like the chat, and a lot of people kind of watching these videos won't like that, so that's probably why it's not grown that much. But that's cool as long as we're enjoying it. An hour is great. Traded Lend over the weekend, good profits for a Sunday. Yeah, you've done well on Lend if you traded out over the weekend. 45 minutes to an hour is fine. I enjoy the live chat and feed. David Schwartz, yeah, I do as well, I must admit. Gene, coffee and crypto, talk all day, love it. Again, Stephen, thanks for helping us through the bear market. Cheers, mate. Thank you, Gene. This is all down to you. Not you personally, but you collectively, that's just kept on this this channel going, kept me going as well. So it's also thanks to you. Oh, really appreciate everybody here. Martin and Sonia, 1 hour is perfect. DJ Mac channel, next week we'll see more action. ETF will do something to the market. Yeah, we'll see something. Something's got to give. High Plains Drifter, I really love the format. This is my favourite crypto channel. Oh, thanks for that, mate. I appreciate that. Reverend Skidmore, video is great. 45 minutes to an hour. Just needs more boobs. No boobs on this channel. No boobs. Tied and early. Well, we can bend the rules a little now and then, and an hour is good. LOL. Excellent. Yes, we can bend because it's up to us. It's up to me. It's up to you as well. So I think we'll leave it there just now. That's been coming up for the hour just now. But thanks for your input there. I really appreciate that. If you're watching this on replay as well, let me know your thoughts. Is an hour too long for you? Could I make the channel better? And just be honest. If you think the channel's shit, just tell me why it's shit. Don't just say it's shit. Tell me why it's shit. And we'll always try and make it better for you, because this is about kind of keeping you positive and keeping you in the crypto space as well. That's what it's all about. We kind of get down to it. Gene, thank you very much. Have another coffee, mate. That will buy me another coffee. Thanks for the £5 donation there. Really appreciate that, buddy. Thanks, Stephen. Boom Shankat, Mervyn Skidmore. Thank you, Atif. Did you notice coin doing 3x on Bittrex? 3x on Bittrex. Yeah, I noticed that on Bittrex. We just kind of looked at that on Bittrex. It kind of went up 150% or something. Gareth Passage, Steve, thanks for the videos. I can watch this for hours. Good. So we still like this format. I know a lot of people kind of watching the replay won't like this format, and I do understand that. But because they're not in the conversation, we're having a conversation between us, and I think that's why a lot of people are not, the channel's not grown as quickly as it could. And if it was purely for that, then I could just cut it down to 20 minutes. Don't do live videos, just do pre-recorded videos, put them up and do other things as well to make the channel grow. But this is about making the community grow, and this is what it's about. So I appreciate all of you. Okay, I'll leave it there just now. Thanks again to Gene for the £5 donation. Really appreciate that, mate. Ty Donnelly is Aladdin getting in your subscription like 3 months to 1 year. It's just on a monthly basis, Ty. Really, so you can stop at any time. So what you do is you just join, $37 a month, and you get to join the group. The group is the best part of it, I have to say. The group is a brilliant support group. Obviously, you get the calls as well, and we might change that in the future as well. But it's $37 a month just now, and you can stop at any time. So you just try it. The best thing to do is just try it for a month. If you don't like it, just kind of write to me on Telegram, and it will just come out. It's also on Facebook as well, but I don't do a lot of stuff on Facebook. It's mainly in the Telegram because that's where everybody is. Can you predict next story as 30th of September is approaching near Atif? Can I predict the next story? Do you mean what's going to happen? The next story, I don't get what you mean there, Atif. John White, hi Steve, love your morning show. Bought my pal $100 worth of Tron for a wedding present and helped him set up a Binance account. Excellent, John. Excellent. And this is what we need as well. I've got so many people into crypto as well, and just helping them. If you help them set up a Binance account or another account or a Coinbase account or something like that, I've helped so many people do that, and it's getting more people into the space. And what they're going to do is they're going to help people, and what they're going to do is they're going to help people. And this is why it becomes that tipping point. This is how it gets to that tipping point as well. So that's brilliant, John. I love that you've done that. Ty is accumulating, LOL. Excellent. Okay, I will see you. I'll leave you there just now. Or you could just put 37 into crypto yourself per month. You could. Peter Harding is saying you definitely could do that as well. Thanks, Steve. Means the ETF thing. Ah, right. Okay, I'm with you. Ah, right. A prediction for the ETF. Right, I'm with you. I don't think it's going to happen. It's not going to happen on the 30th of September. Or at the end of September. I think it's going to be prolonged. They're going to get an extension on that and kind of look at it. I don't think there's going to be a decision either way for that. So we need to kind of wait and see. There's going to be a delay, I believe. Okay, I'm going to leave it there now. I will see you tomorrow, same time, same place. And thanks again, everybody. And thanks to Jean again for the £5 donation. Really appreciate that. And I will see you next time. Until then, namaste. Take care. Bye now.
Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them. Because they change things. They push the human race forward. While some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do.